to make use of Pixallab. Then you download. I already have the application on my phone, that's why it's only giving me option to open. But if you do not have the application on your phone, you have to download, then install the application. Then after install, then you open the application by clicking on open, or you launch the Pixallab. And this is the interface of Pixallab. Here we have the plus sign represent importation of image, shape, stickers, current. You want to set the current date, you want to create a new text, or you want to draw. While the other icon beside the plus sign represent a save project. Maybe you want to save your project and do other things. You can save the project and come back to the project. The second one is save as image. That is after your design, you can save your work as image, whether in JPEG format, or PNG. Then you come to dimension. The dimension represents the quality. In what dimension do you want it? Is it low? Is it medium? Is it high? Is it very high? Is it ultra? Depending on what you want. Maybe you want high quality or low quality. So let's go back. Then the next one is share. Maybe you want to share your job through Facebook, Twitter, Gmail, WhatsApp, Instagram, and others. The next one is what would you like to improve on tomorrow? These are just a guide for you to improve yourself in Pixallab. The next one is also a icon used to adjust your interface, the Pixallab interface. If you want to use image from gallery, if you want the screen of your phone to be full, then use image from camera, export image size. If you want to check the size of the image you are working on, there is contact us, tutorials, remove ads, remove autosave. Maybe you don't want the application to save your work when you are working on it, then you can remove the autosave and open PLP file. Then about, that is about the Pixallab, the company that developed the application then exists. So the next one, down here, down the plus sign, just like a pencil, it has different icon in it. You have the pencil, we have the box. The box represents copy. The pencil, if you want to text, let me say text Williams Media. Then I'll click OK. This is it, Williams Media. I can go back there. The second box by the side of the pencil, it represents copy. If I want to copy this text, I just click on it, copy, then I can change this to, if I want to change this, I will just double click on the Williams Media, double click on the box, double click, then it will direct me to this icon to this dialog box. And I can change this to, let me say, graphic design, graphics design, and then click OK. Graphic design. Then if I want it to be horizontal, then I can drag this small circle here. If I should drag it inside, you see that the text alignment is changing. If I should drag it to the other side, the text alignment will change. So let's go back to the pencil again. The next one is text. The text, if I want to work on the text, maybe the size of the text, I want it to be big or I want it to be smaller. That's the function. Then if I'm true, I'll just click on this approve sign here. If I click on it, it will accept it. Then I can just drag it to anywhere I want with my thumb. So let's go back to the pencil sign. Which one is next? This is the 4 arrows facing each other. If I don't want to use my thumb to drag the text, I can use the arrow, the middle one, then the side one, then the left hand side, then the up, then down, then middle. So that's the function. Though sometimes I prefer using my thumb to drag the text because it's faster and easier. So the next one is we have a bucket, paint bucket beside the arrows facing each other. If I want to change the color of the graphic design, then I'll click on color. Then if I don't want to choose the black or white or blue or orange, I can click on this plus sign in white circle. As I click on it, it will direct me to varieties of color choices. If I want green, if I want yellow, let me go for yellow. If I want yellow, then I'll click OK. After selecting the color, you see that the graphic design have changed to yellow. Then I'll click on this mark sign to accept. Then if I want to change the color of Woolens Media, I will click on Woolens Media. Then I will go to the circle with pen. Then I'll click on the paint bucket. Then I can change the color. Let me use black. Then I'll accept it. Okay. So I can just, if I want to increase it, I can just draw it by the side. Then the Woolens Media, I can just drag it up. There's one thing I want you to understand here is that we have 2 layers, and the 2 layers, one represents the Woolens Media while the other represents the graphics design. For you to know how many layers you have on a particular job, you click on this box here, then you see that we have 2 layers. One is graphic design, the other one is Woolens Media. Then you click on the box, it will disappear. So the next one, we have is the undo key. This is the undo key. The arrow, this bent arrow here. The more I click on it, the more it will take me to my previous actions. You see? The more I click on it, it's taking me back to my previous action. And this icon here represents the zoom button. Its function is to allow you to zoom in what you are doing. Maybe there is a particular place you are not clear about in your work and you want to zoom in to see what you are doing. You just click on it, then use your thumb, just to thumb to zoom in, just the way you zoom in with your Android phone. Use it to zoom in, then you can also use it to zoom out. Then if you are, for example, maybe I want to zoom in to see what I want to do here, then I will click on the zoom icon again to work on the graphic design. Then I will click on the graphic design. Then I can change the color. Come back here, then go to paint bucket and click on, let me choose orange, then I will accept. Then if I want to zoom out, I'll click on the zoom button, then I'll use my thumb to zoom out, then I'll click back on the zoom key. So this is the interface of Pixallab. Then let's come to the bottom of the interface. Here we have my projects. These are my projects, what I have worked on Pixallab. These are my projects. Then we have different templates on Pixallab that we can use to design. We have close to, let me see, roughly 12 to 15 templates. Then at the bottom of the Pixallab, we have letter A here. Letter A is another icon that has to do with your text formats, the style of your text. If you want to edit your text, if you want to delete, if you want to copy, if you want to send front, if you want to send back, then if you want to change the position of your text or objects or shapes, the same thing, relative position, your size of your text, the padding. If you want to change your text to italic, then the color you want to give your text or your shape, the texture, the opacity. Maybe you want to fade in your shape or your text, rotate. Maybe you want to rotate your text or object. The mask, if you want to mask, if you want to change the style of a shape. Then the font of your text, and then we have the style. That is, if you want it to increase the boldness or reduce the boldness, and curve. If you want to curve your text. Then the background, if you want to put color. Then the alignment, then the spacing, then the line spacing. The align, the spacing, the line spacing works for text when we have paragraphs of different text and you want to work on it, you want to work on the space in between the text, the stroke, the shadow, the inner shadow, emboss, then perspective, 3D rotate, 3D text, 3D shadow, and reflection. So that's for A icon. Then the other icon, we have the stickers, we have the import. We want to import image, object, or you have a background you want to import. So make your design more beautiful. You come to import, then import it into Pixallab. Then draw. You use this to draw. If you want to draw, that is the function of the draw, but we don't need that now. Draw and shape. If you want to use a shape, we have different shape. The circle, we have the square, we have the rectangle, we have love shape, we have X shape, and so on. Cancel. Then we have the bezier. The bezier also works to change the dimension of the shapes. And we have arrows. Maybe you want to, by designing something and you want to pass a message and you want your audience to see something important, you can just place an arrow here so they can know that okay, this is what you are passing to the audience, the information you want to pass to the audience. The next one, we have color, we have transparency, we have image size, we have crop, we have image, we have from gallery and from camera. This, if you want to bring in, just like I said earlier, I want to bring in import image, shapes, and so on. Maybe you have some logo you want to bring in to your design for people to know that this is from a particular organization or a particular advert. And from camera, the next one is rotate. If you want to rotate text, objects, the next one is vignette. That is, it works for shadow. If you want shadow to be at the edge of your work. The other one is noise. Next one is stripes. Next one is brightness. Next one is contrast, hue, then saturation. All these work for the brightness and color correction of your work.